started thinking that I know the meaning of feeling like you're losing your game. I get it twisted, but I can't help believing that if things were right, I wouldn't come.
My name is Matthew Hawley, and I am an executive and leadership coach. I got started in coaching in 2006. I was listening to a personal development program, and at the end there was an ad for one of their coaching programs, which I had never heard of, and I had no idea what it was. And so I did some investigation and found a training program, and the rest is sort of history. One of the things I want to talk about here is how coaching is different. A lot of people use coaching, the word coaching, in popular culture, and they're sort of misusing it most of the time. Coaching is a very unique way of communicating, really. It is where the client is assumed to have the answers they need to move forward. They just need the right questions to help them understand themselves and what they want better. Coaching, in terms of the work I do, is not like athletic coaching, although there are some similarities. It is different. Coaching is also not mentoring. A lot of people confuse that. Mentoring is where someone's senior to you basically shows you the path and helps you along the way and gives you advice and helps you avoid things, but really they're an expert and they're helping you. And coaching differs from therapy as well. The main difference being coaching is about looking forward and assuming that you have everything you need to move forward, and therapy is about healing things from the past that maybe you're not quite over yet. The key thing about coaching is that it's a consistent program over time that helps you actually implement change, because you get support and accountability and someone whose only agenda is to help you make the changes that you really want to make. And it's all about helping you understand what's in your way and what you really want.
We're all human and we make mistakes. I'm not perfect, I might need a second take, but please don't judge.
The most important thing for an entrepreneur to do is to grow themselves and to make sure they have a really firm foundation personally. A lot of the things that I would recommend would be developing a mindfulness practice, a gratitude practice, and to really get your health and nutrition sorted out, so to speak. Another important thing for entrepreneurs, or budding entrepreneurs especially, to understand is that sales is not a dirty word. Sales is not yucky or sleazy unless you make it that way. I had a lot of trouble with that in terms of marketing myself and talking about what I do and why it's valuable. And what I've learned is that if you understand that marketing and selling can be an honorable thing, that you can do it ethically, you'll be much better off, because sales is the sales you need to do is not about convincing somebody to buy something they don't want. It's really all about understanding what you have and the value, and finding ways to get that message to the people that want and need your product. Along those same lines, networking is something that people have trouble with. They think they have to be someone they're not, and they have to meet as many people as possible, and it's all a question of how many business cards can you hand out and how many can you get. And really, the best networking, I'm by no means an expert on it, but there's different ways to do it, and I think the best way to approach it is to just have conversations and be interested in people rather than trying to be interesting. Another thing that's really important for entrepreneurs, whether they be new or seasoned entrepreneurs, is the idea of maintaining what is often referred to as beginner's mind. And that's the idea that never think you're an expert at anything. Even if you are, it doesn't matter. Always continue to ask questions. And as a coach, obviously, I ask tons of questions. So questions open your mind up to look for solutions and to try different things. So really continue to ask yourself questions like, how can I do this? What can I do to make my product or service better? Always ask yourself questions. I grew up here. I've spent most of my life in Connecticut, and I just like the I like the pace and sort of the scale of the area. Lots of great food. There's plenty of culture. There's interesting things to do. There's a lot of actual business support for businesses of all size. I know the Metro Hartford Alliance is doing some really cool things in the area, so I'd really encourage you to look into that and see what kind of support they offer for entrepreneurs and people thinking about being entrepreneurs. It's actually, I'd say in the last 10 or 15 years, things have really improved for businesses of all sizes and types in the area.
All right. We come from different journeys, we come from different lands, we come with different stories, we come with different plans. I'm playing E flat.
Yo, what's that?
I'm playing